October 24th, 2018. Welcome to the SUMO community meeting. I've shared the agenda, wikimozilla.org/support/weekly_meeting agenda 2018-10-24. Thank you for joining us. I see we have a couple of people joining us today. Thank you so much. As you may know, Firefox 63 came out yesterday, so it's time to update your browsers. I would like to say hello. For anyone on the call, would you like to introduce yourself and say hello? I think I saw a couple new faces earlier today. No
Well, I'm
problem.
not you, but I'm Chris Elias, and I work at various places within support.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris. I'm Rachel. I'm a community manager at Mozilla. You can contact me for Twitter and forum support issues. But really, the community is the power engine of that house. So I'm just the stand-in with the big speakerphone. So, but real nice. So if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to say hi. Hey, looks like we have Noah joining us. Noah, do you want to say hello? No problem. We'll come back to you. So today we don't have very many updates, but I'm going to go through the agenda. We have participants. Please do add your name to the participants list. It helps us say thank you for coming to the meetings and see if they are interesting or not. We don't have any community roundtable items or cool community news of the week, but I'm happy to ask if there's any that anyone would like to shout out. Maybe we have any contributors of the week you want to say, or maybe something that you noticed this week that has just been irreplaceable. Like what's something positive that happened in your life this week?
I heard that we have Fear 56, aka Andrew Trung, is working part-time for Mozilla. That was a nice news for me. Because it's always great when someone can join us who we know as a volunteer.
That's fantastic.
I also watched the Doctor Who episode. Bring it on, man. I love the new woman Doctor Who. It's awesome.
I didn't know that was out. I'll have to check that out. There's a woman Doctor Who?
Miss Jodie Whittaker is fantastic. She's a great British actor. She plays the Doctor.
Oh man, it would be so cool if she showed up at the all hands. That'd be the best.
We'd have to have another one in London for that.
That's true. Hey, all those sumo people who have connections, hear our wish. Please invite the new doctor to the all hands. I hope that happens. I don't know if that will happen. Yeah, speaking of which, didn't Philip also become a contractor for release management?
No. There's some, I don't know, bureaucracy.
Sorry about that.
Unspecified. I have unencumbered by knowledge.
All
But
right,
it looks like it will happen.
That's exciting. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to gossip then. I just wanted to shout that out too. There are a couple contributors of the week. I was going to nominate Anna Sycamore and Italio Doex, new community members that have been answering questions. Thank you so much for your help. There are a couple new users that are making posts in the contributor forums. Please do say hello to them. Valio, Eagleizer, MSTR93, Lafloit, Robin Henry, and Clear Martin. And Gerd. Hi, welcome. Hopefully Mihal it looks like Michal showed you a couple ways to get started with knowledge base. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the new contributor forum or start any discussions around Sumo Day. It's a really great time to get started. It's a really great time to get started with Sumo this week because it's one of our most exciting times. It's usually around a release week. So with Firefox 63 coming out, a lot of people are going to be online helping, asking questions about the new release. So I want to say thank you for joining us. There will be a demo of the new Sumo event website soon, but we'll go through some of the updates first. So please stay tuned for any updates here. Roland, did you want to let us know about any features of Firefox 63 that you particularly want to call out?
Well, the wonderful Philip and Chris Ilias as well is on the call, and I'm sure Noah have already posted in the Sumo contributor forum what's happening with 63. We released it yesterday, desktop I mean. We released it yesterday, and after 24 hours, we turned it down to 0, so release management can analyze. So it's too early to see. I looked at my email today, I didn't see any crashing bugs. I didn't see anything notable, but I have yet to look at the Sumo support forum. But if anybody finds anything, please put in the contributor forum thread as always, which is on Sumo site. And same with Fennec, please. Yeah, that's all I can say there, and I'm gonna go in 3 minutes.
Awesome. Thank you, Roland. And thank you for making those posts. Chris, Noah, and Philip. That is fantastic. Okay, on the support forum, there's an open outreachy project that's happening this year late in December. Potential interns are learning to contribute to support.mozilla platform. Please share what you would like to see on the onboarding experience for new users. The project that was proposed was to audit and create a couple A/B tests to update the onboarding for the support forums. That includes all 4 ways to get involved, 4 programs. So if you see any new faces asking about Sumo Dev, thank you for directing them over to sumo/dev in IRC. There is a community event happening. If you missed it, check out the new Sumo Day site, Sumo Day Firefox 63 Splash that, powered by Splash. Keep in mind the RSVP is in French. Sorry about that. I used the wrong template. Hopefully I will fix that next time. And we're working on a new version. For those of you who are interested in translating the site into different event sites, let me know. Next time I'll create an English version, make a copy, and hand that over to you to make some changes. The site will now include links to the wiki page, which includes different ways to get involved, some of the common responses, some of the new articles, and then some of the guidelines on how to file a new bug if you do find one, and where to get help. Each day there's also a Trello board that I invited most of the social support program users to, where there'll be a dump of some of the, I don't mean dump, I mean there is, from apply by buffer, there's a way to export CSV that gives you a list of all the tweets that we're going in and helping out with. So what I've done is I've taken, at the end of each day, the unanswered tweets I'm adding to those lists, just for a quick way to get started. Otherwise, I'd highly recommend checking out the guidelines, taking your time going through. There's a nice setup with TweetDeck to get started if you're interested in that. And each day I've asked coordinators to share some of the best tweets by Roland that they've seen, some positive tweets, and maybe even some of the well-helped users in support. So if you have any questions about that, we'll be online. It goes on for 2 weeks. We'll try to answer all the questions and provide the best support that we can. New issues this week will start today. Right, usually I'll give a list of new top viewed questions in the last week. So I'm going to restart it since today's the release. You'll find Wednesday to Wednesday next week, you'll see the top issues posted here. For mobile, check out the two posts that Roland had mentioned. There's a link to those Phillips posts that started, and the Roland's post, the mobile post done by Roland. Sorry, both links are there. See you online if you have any questions. Top contributor and solutions from last week are linked there. The two different colors are solutions versus answers. So those people, you will be getting a thank you. And it is a great opportunity to see, well, is top contributor feature still not working? My head's been down in social, so I'm not exactly sure.
I think the list has been removed from the forum, but you can still look it up.
Got it. Okay, so the alternative is you can go to the community hub, right? You can check out by program if that's something that you need to check. I believe the name is still on the user's profile too, right when you post. But don't worry too much about that. We're looking into fixing that. So thank you for your patience. Maybe we could take this as an opportunity to talk about some of the different ways to identify what a top contributor is, and looking forward to your discussion and comments about that this week. On to social support. So Trello board for Spanish, Portuguese, English, Czech, Turkish, and German have been posted to the Trello board. Please contact pound AOA and IRC for being added to any of the boards for SUMO Day this week. There's also a Telegram group that bridges between pound AOA and Telegram if you prefer to use Telegram. We have a 30-minute meeting this Friday for all hands topic, SUMO Day troubleshooting. Dial in, we'd love to see you. So 9 a.m. PST this Friday, we will be live troubleshooting tweets, hanging out in the SUMO room. It will not be recorded, so if you just want to pop in, it'll be open office hours. I would love to see those of you who are going to the all hands to participate, or if you have any concerns or would as a heads up to those that are supporting this meeting. Thank you for your help. But what's really exciting is, anyway, back to this. So this first column here on the left, if you would like to start a new language, please do create a card and add me to it so I can add that language to this card here on the second column. So each of the locales have users that speak that language that have been added to each card. There are all of the tweets on top, the English, Portuguese, French, Turkish, Spanish, and Czech at the bottom. There is also a German card, which is not being shown, but Gerd and Jens, I have added you to those. And a new checklist will be added at the end of each day. Some of the locales don't have too many tweets that come up in buffer by reply, and I know that you have your own you have your own process of contributing through Twitter itself. No problem. So what I did with those, with the like for example Turkish and German, there's only 4 or 5 tweets. I'm just going to add them to the bottom. So check it out at the end of the week if you prefer to have more or less tweets listed at a time. And I know some people can't come every day, so please feel free to still use some of those tweets. The indicator of 0 out of, for example, on the French card here, 0 out of 37, that just means someone hasn't taken some of those Twitter links. And I'm starting to lose my voice here, so most of the instructions are on the left-hand side. Each card shows a different stage of where we're answering tweets. The third column, basically you create a new card from the list. I'll show you. For example, if I go in here, there are no tweets, so I will go to the English 23rd from yesterday. I click on the first one. I'll click on the 3 dot and I'll do convert to card. I'll exit out and you'll see that a card has been created at the bottom. I will move it over here and I will add my name to the card. I will be done, and then I'm going to open up this link and see if there's any common response that could answer this, etc. So for example, being added to the Firefox credits was such a huge deal. This is a big decade ago. I remember there's my name. So this is just fan love, so I don't actually have to answer this. But if you want to retweet it and you're excited about it, feel free to. I'm not going to. I'm just going to say, okay, I don't have to answer this one, and just mark it as done. And that's it. So as you go through each of the ones in the list, identifying whether or not it's a support tweet or it's been answered already, it goes by pretty quickly. I think you can get through all the English ones probably about an hour or 2, if that's the only thing that you're doing. But I'll stop sharing my screen. If you have any questions about that or have any suggestions on how to improve it, please say something. We love suggestions, love making it easier to participate as much as possible. We do the best that we can while we wait to create a get involved page for social support. As for the forums, it's pretty straightforward. You just go in, you sign up. Let me see if anyone is interested in getting started. I can show you what it looks like, that as well. Just take two minutes to do it. I'll be quick. So if I go in, so this is the support site. It's new, lovely design. If you go up here, contributor tools will appear after you sign up as a community member. So if I go in and they say get community support, there are, let's see. Actually, if I go into a new private window, let me share that instead. And then I can toggle between the two. So this is what it looks like when you're not logged in, and the buttons will appear at the bottom. So this button right here, volunteer for Mozilla support, it will take you to the quick start page. So that's the same page that, let's see, you can answer support questions, write articles, translate. Say for SUMO Day, we want to answer questions. Tells you a little bit about where the action happens. There's a sign up link right here on the right, and there's a sign up on step 1. Then you go to the forums and you start answering questions. So The sign up page actually looks a little bit different for a contributor than it does for a user that's starting to uh, ask a question. But all you need is an email address, a username, and a password. You'll get a confirmation email. Go ahead and confirm that, and then go in and create that account. Um, What's great about the forums is that it's been around for a really long time. A lot of the experts are in the forums, and you have more opportunity to troubleshoot more. When I say that troubleshoot more, Twitter, you only have 280 characters of text. The forums have a way to collect about support information. They have a couple of different languages, and they have a common response tool. If you are finding any issues with the forums or have any questions, please feel free to use the new contributor forums to ask questions, or the contributor discussion forums. If you notice something happen more than twice, do feel free to report that to the threads that have been linked to and pinned at the top of the contributor forums, which you go under contributor tools and then contributor forums. It'll show you support community discussions, new contributors, knowledge-based articles, L10N forums, and then support forums, contributors, advanced Firefox troubleshooting. I'm sorry I keep wiping my nose. I have a little bit of a head cold, so let me know if you can't hear me. But that's it. Yeah, so it's really easy to get started. We'll be doing that for the next 2 weeks. We look forward to your participation. Do not be shy. If you are shy, don't worry. There are other channels of communicating. If you have any questions, we're very open and positive here at the support forum. So I hope that you, if not anything, have fun. So thank you for joining. Thank you for coming to the meeting, and hey, see you online. Are there anyone on the call that has any questions? Comments? Thank you for coming, Karvula. It's good to see you.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I should have been traveling now for the London Mosfest.
So you made it to Mosfest. That's wonderful.
Yeah, no, I didn't made it. Like my teammates made it. My visa got rejected, so Tedu and Stanley will be presenting that topic. So they'll be handling that session. So I have already communicated with Ross, the Space Bangalore. There's no issue with that one.
That's fantastic. Will your session be recorded?
Yeah, no, actually, Sedu, you know Sedu, right?
Yes. Cynthia, she's wonderful.
Yeah, she'll be taking the session. It's like scheduled on 27th Saturday between 4:30 to 5:30 in
Awesome.
decentralized systems.
That's awesome. Is there any way to watch Mozfest from Airmo? Do you know if they're going to be recording any sessions to share on YouTube, or
Like
is
I
it
will just inquire with them and I will let you know as soon as possible.
okay? Oh, it's no worries. I don't think I've seen any recordings from Mozfest before. I have seen YouTube clips where they'll show like what the event is like with different clips that happened during the session, but I think that was only on the front page of the Mozfest site. You know the video that they show. Like here's what happens at
Mm.
Mozfest, and they show a couple of different clips. But that'd be really interesting to
Yeah,
see. I look forward to hearing how it goes for you. Your session seems very interesting, and it's very exciting to see you. I believe I think Paul is going. If you want to reach out to Paul Saburu, and there's a couple marketing folks that are going this year. Liz, I know, might be going. Um, I think Lucy's going this year. But yeah, if you'd like to say hello to any of the SUMO folks or the Open Innovation folks, I'd be happy to let them know that you're going.
yeah. It was a very unfortunate for me. Actually, my business visa got rejected. So like uh, I should have been there. Bad time.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was very unfortunate. Like my visa got rejected. I should have been there and experienced that trust.
Did it end up getting approved?
Yeah, actually, I applied it twice. Actually, my company agreed to sponsor for my travel, and I applied business visa, but they rejected it since it was my first travel to UK. They rejected it. So actually, Sedu got the visa because she has already a US visa, so it was not a problem. So in my case, they rejected. They were not satisfied with my personal financial situation over in India. So it got rejected. Maybe like next time, next most first.
Maybe next month's fest.
Yeah.
Well, sorry to hear that. Um, is your
Yeah.
session still
What to
going
do?
to? Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, let's let's chat offline. But if there's
Yeah.
any other questions about Sumo Day or the Sumo community meeting, I'm gonna say goodbye in this meeting to stop the recording. I'm gonna
Okay.
check in IRC real quick.